Clap it up. Clap it up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Clap it up. Damn. Yo, what's good, everybody? How you doing today, man? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mello. As you can see, I'm in a whole new setup, bro. And I couldn't have done it without y'all. And I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Got some nice movies coming out this month. It's a lot happening this month. But go ahead and click the link down below in the description to my Patreon where you can see my full-length reactions to all movies and TV shows. And once again, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Let's go ahead and get into episode 8 of The Last of Us, y'all. Let's get it.
The tabernacle of God is with men, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Oh, this is great casting. Wasn't he in Game of Thrones too? And he sounds pretty much just like David in the game too. And I like that this is how we're introduced into the character and everything.
I've read this passage too many times.
Yeah.
And God will wipe away all tears from their eyes. Do you know what that means?
Hey, that boy Troy Baker. That's what I'm talking about.
The ground is too cold to dig.
Shoot, that's Joel in the
Bury
video.
your father in the spring.
Keep the whole town on rations. Maybe a week, 2 at best. Josiah and Martin think they spotted some deer the other night. Anyway.
I sensed doubt in there.
They haven't lost
I should have
faith
been
in you,
playing
David.
Joel.
They're just scared. I still believe. The last 6 months have been hard.
For all of us. But I need to know you're with me. Now go get our guns. We're going hunting.
Oh, they got him playing that character that was in the game? Okay. And what is it with these weirdos always relying on religion, bro, to like brainwash and manipulate people? Every episode, she just looks more and more and sounds more and more like Ellie, bro. Come on, Ellie. I know Joel must have taught you a little something about hunting. I know she's just eager right now to get back to him. Oh, there go that deer. He looking like you don't want to kill me. Ooh, great shot. Now, at this part of the video game, Ellie had a bow and arrow.
I don't see anybody. You think we can just take it?
Don't! Drop your rifles! Any sudden moves, I put one right between your eyes. Ditto for Buddy Boy.
I think she said that in the game.
Quite
too.
a hunter.
No, she did.
Okay,
I just
all
played
ask is
this
10
last night.
seconds of your
yeah.
time. I just want to
I
talk.
won't say it twice.
Please, just 10
He said,
seconds.
can I tell you
My
about our
name's
Lord
David.
and Savior, Jesus
This
Christ?
is my friend James. I'm a larger group, women, children, and we're all very, very hungry.
I'm from a large group too. Also hungry.
You can't drag this back on your own.
How are you
We're not
know?
asking
I'm
for
the-
charity.
one of the main characters.
We can trade you boots.
Medicine?
We do. Back in our village, you're welcome to follow us.
I'm not following you anywhere. Buddy Boy can go get it. He comes back, you get half the deer. Anyone else shows up, I put one right
between my eyes.
They doing a good job playing this scene.
He's
To
got
me, I
kids
feel
with
like
some
Bella's
person.
doing a better job in this
Bring
scene
back
than
friends.
how the game was going when it comes to just
It's
her
not
sense of
code, James.
urgency, man.
You the one that's sick? That's why you're out here on your own? Well, look,
Hey, I would have took them bullets, man. God, leave. That loose neck. It reminds me of Until Dawn. That was messed up.
So, what's your name? And for what it's worth, there's room for you in our group, if you want.
You're inviting me to your hunger club? Thanks.
It's true, we're hungry, but...
They chose to follow you. Is this some weird cult thing?
Well, you sort of kind of got me there. I am a preacher. Pretty standard Bible stuff. What?
I never
The whole
took them
world
as
everything's
a
still
cult.
So you went from teacher to preacher because what, if rhymes?
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, he went from teacher to preacher because of another reason.
No, I believe everything happens for a reason. We didn't expect this winter to be so cruel. So I sent 4 of our people to a nearby town, and only 3 of them came back. He had a daughter just like you, and her dad was taken from her. He was murdered by this crazy man, and get this, was traveling with a little girl. You see? Everything happens for a reason.
He's
James,
doing a
lower
good
the
job
gun.
right here. Are they playing music from the game right now?
Back away.
Damn, bro, we didn't get the infected, bro. Okay, yeah, he did a really good job in that scene. I mean, it wasn't as good as what Nolan North did in the game, but he killed it.
Joe, where the f do I put this?
Girl, just put it anywhere. I'm dying. Oh, and that needle looked long, bro. Oh, that's nice. He put his head on her head. Oh my God. Ugh.
What is it?
So gross. You like, girl,
Venison.
you know what it is. Oh, they making beef stew. Okay. There's some of the people who know what I'm talking about.
Yes, we found a girl who was with the man who took Alec from us.
You should kill him.
Is that what Jesus would
You should
want?
kill both of them.
Damn! Yo! I don't think God will be backhanding little girls like they're prostitutes now. Oh, they playing more music from the game. You done knocked that girl's common sense out of her, bro.
Lord, bless this food, and grant that we may thankful for thy mercies be. Teach us to know by whom we're fed. Bless us with Christ, the living bread. Amen.
That dude was like, some of y'all was off key right there for like, I wasn't hearing everybody talking. Don't make me coming backhand to everybody. God damn. Yo, these people were starving. They going to work on that damn food. I can see with a lot of this show, they've really been changing a lot of the characters. They've been trying to make you feel for everybody.
We can let her go. We bring that girl back with us. She's just another mouth to feed.
If we leave her out here, she'll die.
Yeah, maybe that's God's will.
You saw what I did to that little girl.
I'm gonna lead them away from you. But if anybody makes it down here, you fucking kill them. You got it?
You looking like, damn, I was having probably the best sleep of my life right there.
Hey, motherfuckers!
Alive!
Man, a girl just shot at us, bro. I'm not freaking leaving her alive. God dang. All right, I see you, Troy Baker.
Got her! 2 of you with me. The rest of you, stay here, go door to door. You so hungry for vengeance? Deliver it.
I like how they're directing this whole thing. That boy about to go super califragilisticexpialidociously savage. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Joe, like the video game. Choke him out, Joe. And that knife is huge, too. He's just staring into his eyes while this man dies, bro. Savagery of Joel.
Why am I in a cage?
Because I'm afraid of you. You're a dangerous person. You've certainly proven that. Why don't we just start with your name?
Eat shit.
You can't survive on your own.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yes, please, please, please tell me we get in this scene. Yes! Yes! This right here is one of my favorite moments of all of The Last of Us, bro.
Please. I don't know any girl. Oh, Jesus!
You focus right here, or I'll pop your fucking kneecap off.
Yes, and he said it too! Yes!
You're gonna point to where we are and where your resort is, and it better be the exact same spot your buddy points to.
That boy Joel don't play, bro.
Go ask him, he'll tell you. I'm not lying.
No! And he just stared him in his face while he killed the dude.
No! I ain't telling you shit.
It's okay.
No.
I believe him.
No.
Oh, shit! Yes! Oh, my God. I would say him stabbing the dude and then looking in the other dude's eyes for a little bit was a little more savage than what he did in the game. What he did in the game was he walked around the dude like, yeah, all right, you straight, and then just choked his ass out and broke his neck. Ew, why y'all just leaving ears all over the place? What, that's a snack? Y'all leaving for later?
For what it's worth, this is just deer meat, I swear.
You're gonna chop me up into little pieces.
I'd rather not. If you want to judge me...
Judge you? You're eating people, you sick fuck!
She reacted
There are only a
exactly
few
how
of
I
us that
would have
know.
reacted.
But I would have told you. Sooner or later. I guess sooner.
You're an animal.
Well, yes, we all are.
Even
That's
your
sort of the
own
point.
people don't know that y'all eating human meat? Wow.
It was a last resort. You think it doesn't shame me? But what was I supposed to do?
Tearing that damn food up,
Let
too.
them
You saw the
starve? These people who put their lives in my hands?
As soon as they find that shit out, they really gonna turn on you then.
Didn't he take another man's life to save yours?
He was defending himself.
You're eating humans. What?
defending you.
Are you serious? You're not above anybody.
And you know what I see when I look at you?
Your next wife?
Me.
It's
You're a
gross.
natural leader. You're smart, loyal. What does cordyceps do? Is it evil? No. It's fruitful. It multiplies. It feeds and protects its children. And it secures its future with violence if it must.
This dude worships the
The
cordyceps.
way I'm a shepherd surrounded by sheep, and all I want is an equal.
Like he's a by numbers cult
I can tell
leader.
the others to stop
You're
looking
looking for
for him.
another wife. That's all it is. And the dude's a
Just
freaking
barely.
pedophile.
If he leaves us in peace, they will just let him go. Lord knows I could use the help. Look what's happened. Think of what we could do together.
I
We
will say I
grow,
like this scene
spread out,
better in this show
we
than
do
in the
whatever
game.
we imagine the life we could build.
Damn! From that dude's finger like it was major pain.
You little cunt.
Damn, he didn't say that shit. That's going a little
Let's
bit
see
too
what
far.
I go
He
tell
did not
the
say
others
that in the
now.
game.
Tell them that Ellie is a little girl who broke her fucking finger!
How did you put it? Tiny little pieces?
Okay, I would say that part I like better in the video game than compared to the show. I felt like they kind of rushed that whole thing right there. They're doing a really good job with this whole episode, though. Oh my God. Yo, and they're showing the private parts. Oh, I had a feeling that was the meat locker.
Wait, don't do it, please
You
don't!
had your chance.
No, I'm infected! Roll up my sleeve, look at it.
Ooh, that was scary.
What did you say? Everything happens for a reason, right?
No, she would have turned by now. This isn't real.
That looks pretty real to me.
Yeah, that boy Troy Baker, he did his thing though, bro. Now this part, I hate this part. This is probably the hardest part of the whole game, bro.
There's no way out, Ellie. Ellie!
I like that they show him carrying her backpack, because in the video game, he just puts her backpack in his pocket.
stay alive. What's the secret? You don't know how good I am. You don't know what I could have given you. I've decided you do need a father. So I'm gonna keep you.
Man, what the hell you think this is, bruh? Ooh! Damn. I know she got a concussion, bro. She hit the ground hard too many times in this one day.
I thought you already knew. The fighting is the part I like the most. Don't be afraid.
God damn, this is fucked up. Yeah, they doing this really good. This is way more fucked up than it is in the game. Oh my fucking God. If this girl does not get nominated for a freaking Emmy, bro, it is criminal. She has been killing it in this show. This whole scene right here was just amazing.
No! Get off of me! No!
It's me. It's me. It's me. It's okay.
But
It's okay. It's okay, baby girl. I got you. I got you.
Is that where the episode is gonna end? Oh, that's where the episode ends? Wow, okay. So it pretty much ends like how it did in the game when it comes to that whole section. That also is one of my favorite moments throughout all of The Last of Us. Like, I tear up every single time I see that part, bro. There was a part throughout me watching this whole show, one of these videos, I forget which one it was, when they started playing music from the game and y'all saw me start crying and stuff. And I was like, oh, they playing music from the game and they're playing music from this part. And I told y'all, I can't tell you what part they're playing the music from because it happens later on. It was that part when Joel finds Ellie after she's killed David. Like at first he screams, Ellie grabs her while she's like still hitting him with the knife, right? He like grabs her face like he does in the show and he's like, Ellie, it's me. And they play this music. The words that Joel is saying gets drowned out and the music starts getting louder and louder. And you just see both of them just have a moment with each other and they just walk off. But I love this episode. They did so many things in this episode that I feel like was a lot better in the game, but there's still some things that happened in the game that were a lot better. But I'll say that the performances were amazing. That's the main thing. I like the different changes they did because like in the game, they weren't necessarily a cult. They were cannibals. In the game, I think they all like accepted the fact that they were cannibals. So I like that they changed it up right here in the show where not all of them knew, which that is really crazy and makes the character a little bit more sadistic and just dark, that he really is feeding these people human meat and not telling them. I love that they had Troy Baker play James. So this is pretty much what happened in the game. All right, so and I just played this whole part last night, so my memory is kind of fresh on it. There might still be some parts that I forget or whatever. So basically how it starts, you know, the whole Left Behind thing, we did that. And it basically is blending in between her trying to find medicine for Joel at this mall and also her and Riley doing their interaction and stuff, showing you her backstory. So yeah, like pretty much like David said, he sent some people to a nearest town. Basically, he sent people to the university. He sent a whole lot more people than 4 guys like they did in the show. In the video game, it seemed like he sent like 20 people or whatever. And you killed almost all of them because they attacked you first. So, you know, you fight them for a bit. You know, Joel gets into a fight with somebody. He gets injured. We go through all that. Ellie takes him to this mall and she's looking for medicine and she finds medicine. She encounters more of these guys from this group. She kills all of them. And, you know, she also has to deal with infected, and you could also have the infected kill the guys as well, you know, for you to kind of slip past them and all that stuff. So, you know, she finds the medicine, she gives it to Joel. They go to this house now, which, you know, that's where we start off in the show. Like they completely skip the whole mall thing or whatever. Yeah, so we also go and it starts off with Ellie hunting a deer, which that's what they showed. Ellie has a bow and arrow. She kills a rabbit first, but then she's like, this rabbit is not enough. And she finds a deer and she kills the deer, but the deer is like running off and stuff. And she finds the deer and she encounters David and James. They have the same interaction, pretty much like how they showed in the show. How it is in the game is pretty much how it is in the show, where the whole group that David is the leader of doesn't really like him anymore. They're not really siding with him like that. They're still allowing him to be the leader, but you know, you hear different conversations with the Raiders and stuff where they're like, bro, I'm sick and tired of this dude David, you know, things have just not been going right lately. You also hear one conversation where like 2 or 3 guys is like, bro, you know, after we deal with this little girl and this dude, we should have a town meeting and put it to a vote to vote this dude out from being a leader. I liked the change that they did when it comes to the game and the show, because in the game, you know, they don't really tell you that David is aware of this or feels a certain type of way about his group of people not really agreeing with him like they used to. So I liked what they did right here in the show, where he has this sense of urgency of trying to get these people back on his side. Also a pedophile as well, pretty much like how they showed right here. He is really infatuated by Ellie, so that's why he doesn't want to kill her, while everybody else is like, bro, just kill this girl. All right, but I'm just jumping all over the place. All right, so after Ellie and David encounter each other, these infected start showing up. You playing as Ellie, you and David encounter all these infected, and you're trying to, you know, get out of this situation, and then you encounter a bloater. That whole scene that they showed in the show where they're sitting by the campfire and they're talking, and David's talking about everything happens for a reason, and then that's when Ellie runs off. Pretty much how they did in the show is exactly like what happened in the game. You know, James shows up and they end up tracking her regardless. They don't do like what they did right here in the show where they wait the next day. Like, they track her, like, I'll say probably a couple hours after she left. So then that's when Ellie hears them while she's over here sleeping with Joel after she has given him medicine, and she runs off with the horse. The horse gets shot pretty much like how it did in the show. The horse and Ellie roll down this hill, and then that's when you playing as Ellie, you have to get past these group of raiders, and you get past them, and as soon as you are breaking free where you can go back to Joel, David shows up and like chokes out Ellie and brings her to sleep. Probably one of the episodes that was more close to the game than any of the other episodes. Ellie is in this cage. She comes to and she sees James is cutting up this human body, bro. He's like sliding the meat off on the floor. I guess the parts that they don't want to eat. They just have like this torso just sitting on the table, right? Where they put Ellie on. Like, you know how Ellie saw the ear on the floor in the video game? Ellie saw James slide an arm off the table and it landed on the floor. Then that's when David came, brought her some food, and David was like, hey, are you hungry? And she was like, yeah. She was like, are you gonna cut me up into tiny little pieces? And he's like, I hope not. And he gives her the food, and he was like, don't worry, it's just a deer meat. And she was like, oh, with some human helping on the side? That shit was funny. So I was hoping she was gonna say that. Basically, that whole conversation they had in the show, I feel like was a lot better in the show than it was in the game, because they just expanded on so much more stuff, giving us a little bit more character development when it comes to David. Ellie breaks his finger. She bites the dude because, you know, they're like tussling her and they're gonna kill her. She tells them that she's infected. They see it. She kills James, pretty much like how they showed in the show. Then that's when you're going throughout this whole town trying to get past these people as Ellie, and really snowing heavy. And it's also going between her and Joel. So you're playing as Ellie and Joel at different parts of this whole thing. David captured her the first time before they show her in the cage. Then it switched back to Joel, and you're playing as Joel, and you're getting past all these raiders and stuff. Then that's when it has that scene where Joel is interrogating one raider, well, 2 of them, to see exactly where Ellie is and where this town is. Joel finds the place, then you got to go through the whole town as Joel, getting around these people, and then that's when you find Ellie's bag, you find the meat locker like they showed, and then that's when Joel finds the burning building that Ellie and David is in. And like I said, that is probably one of the hardest parts in the game, especially if you're playing like in the survivor difficulty or the grounded difficulty. If you're playing in those difficulties on the video game, it takes away this ability that you have in the game where you can hear people and you can see exactly where they are when you hear them. Like I said, them taking that away, basically what happens is you have to sneak behind David like 3 or 4 times, right? But there's also like dishes on the ground and stuff, so you can't just go this obvious route to go around him. You gotta go like this long extra like calculated route to get around him and all this stuff. And then that's when after you stab him a couple times, instead of him walking, he will start crouching with you, and then you have to like try to see where he is and all this shit. Like, it's so freaking hard, bro. After you do that, they go into this cutscene where David is on top of Ellie. He kicks Ellie in the stomach like he did. Ellie is crawling to this machete that David has. He gets on top of her, he's choking her, and he said, you know, you could try begging, that helps. I like what they did right here in the show better when it comes to David saying, you should know that I like being bitten or something like that. Like, that was fucked up. Like, that whole thing right there that they showed was a lot more fucked up than it was in the game. Like, in the game, I was just like, dang, this is crazy. But the stuff that they were showing and the way that Bella Ramsey was playing out that whole scene, it just, I really felt a certain type of way where I was like, bro, I don't like this. I don't really want to watch this. Ellie kills David the way that they showed right here. And I know there might be some other stuff that I'm forgetting. If you loved my reaction to this whole thing, man, you know, please like the video, share, comment down below, subscribe, and click the bell so you know when I upload more videos. Follow me on all my social medias. Links will be down in the description below. All right, everybody, and there we go with episode 8 of The Last of Us. This episode was fantastic. This right here is definitely my favorite episode. I'll say the episode with Henry and Sam is my second favorite, but I was really hoping that we were going to be seeing some infected in this episode. That's one of the things that I was really getting hype about. Basically, I feel like the reason why they haven't been showing the infected a lot, they want you to actually care for the characters. They want you to love the characters. They want you to feel for the characters. They want the show to be focused on the characters, because in the video game, if you actually think about it, in the video game, if you was to watch like the full cutscene video game movie or whatever, I don't think that they really have a lot of the infected in the cutscenes, and the story is really just focused on the situations that Joel and Ellie go through. It's also focused on a lot of the people, because, you know, that's one of the things that, like what Bill said in the video game, he's not even afraid of the infected. He's more so afraid of the people. It also opened my eyes, because playing the video game, like I played the video game like 11 times, I never really realized how dark and gritty and fucked up the world of The Last of Us is. This is probably one of the most messed up, infected zombie worlds ever. I mean, like, I haven't seen everything zombie and infected. Like, I still haven't even seen The Walking Dead, so I don't even know exactly what all The Walking Dead has encountered. But from what I'm seeing right here, it is really messed up. But another reason why they haven't really been showing the infected like that is because I feel like the times where they have been showing the infected, they really want people to feel like the infected is like the last resort. Like, you don't want to encounter the infected, because if you encounter the infected, like, good luck, bro. Because like in the video game, it's kind of easy to go against the infected. It's more so easy to go against the infected than the humans. And I feel like they really wanted to go ham on that point where the infected are difficult to go against. Like, they will always need some help. I feel like a lot of people would have been like, oh, these infected are kind of weak, if they would have just been showing a whole bunch of infected and people just would have been killing them with ease. And then that's when that one episode where we actually got a horde, they showed you that it was absolute chaos. Pretty much they showed you that there is no hope to be had. And also another reason why they haven't been showing the infected is because I feel like they really been wanting to just stand out from all these other zombie and infected movies and shows and stuff, because if it really was just focused on the infected, I feel like a lot of people would have got bored of it, and they would have just been like, oh, well, here's just another zombie or infected shows. Okay. They've been doing a great job of this whole show, the acting, the directing. I feel like this probably was the best directed episode that they've done so far to me. I love what they was doing with the music, playing the whole Raider theme from the video game and having that being like David's group's theme. And I've been having a great time watching this episode with y'all. I really hope that y'all have been enjoying it. You know, go ahead, click the link down below in the description to my Patreon, where you can see my full-length reactions to movies and TV shows. But with all that being said, I'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.